When you hear about quarries, the term biodiversity is probably not the first word that comes to mind. But a quarry can be a place of rich biodiversity. The highly dynamic nature of a quarry site creates a variety of habitats and space for pioneer species that are adapted to a dry and scarce environment. And this biodiversity can be measured and even controlled. Additionally, high biodiversity does not necessarily mean higher costs. Within the transnational Interreg project Clean Stone, 2 quarries in Austria and 2 quarries in Italy are going to be investigated. E.C.O. Institute of Ecology is responsible for the adaptation and implementation of the L.B.I, the Long-Term Biodiversity Index, as a monitoring tool in quarries. The basis of the L.B.I is the ratio between potential and actual biodiversity. The potential biodiversity is assumed to be represented by the near surroundings of a quarry, while the actual biodiversity is assessed in the quarry area itself. The L.B.I is calculated using the indicator groups habitat types and birds. If necessary, additional species groups such as spiders, bats, or reptiles can be assessed and integrated. In the standardized sampling design, 3 main parameters determine the L.B.I: the size of the individual habitat types, the number of different species in each sample, and their classification in the red list of threatened species, which gives them specific weighting. The L.B.I approach was designed to cover the entire mining process over decades, from the excavation of the first piece of rock to the final recultivation. Usually, there is a very bad image of quarries in the population. Therefore, quarry operators experience strong public opposition to new quarries or even expansion plans of existing ones. There is also an uncertainty for companies with the legal obligation to recultivate the site at the end of the quarrying process. The L.B.I can be a useful tool to evaluate the recultivation efforts and to make these efforts measurable and visible for public relations work. Finally, there is also potential for cost savings. While the common practice of recultivation is expensive and questionable from an ecological point of view, research over the last 15 years has shown that no recultivation can be the best recultivation. Residual materials, which are usually deposited in landfills, have the potential to create versatile and valuable habitats on site. The improvement and measurement of biodiversity in quarries can be done with little effort and bring benefits to all parties involved: quarry owners, legal authorities, and nature.